They have not yet told us what is the economic promise.
Mm-hmm.
If they have told you, you can tell me. So I also learn. Mm-hmm. So we are debating. Mm-hmm. If they have told you what the economic promise is, just tell me, I respond to it, or I say, they actually have their solution, let them take the position. Mm-hmm. I have no problem with that. Mm-hmm. Because what we are looking for is the best interest of the Kenyan people. Mm-hmm. So what is the economic promise?
Okay.
Have the others told you that? But you're busy, you want us to discuss if Kalonzo can make a better president, Rigathi. Based on what?
Okay.
Otherwise...
Why? Well, by the way, are you underestimating this?
I'm not underestimating. I'm
so you call
saying
legacy politicians.
They are legacy politicians. That's what they know. Now we are analyzing his economic empowerment program. Mm-hmm. So how does it work? Mm-hmm. You bought 300 borders in Nairobi. Mm-hmm. So all Nairobians will turn to become border riders. And that will improve the economy. Mm-hmm. Right? We are saying that's bullshit.
Well, a very good day to you, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another episode of the Candid Talk here on Herman Manyora's YouTube channel. My name is Evan Sokinyi, and it's my pleasure to have you on board after such a short time. Of course, we took some sabbatical leave, but we're here once again with Wakili Willie Sotino, the Deputy Party Leader of Safina Party. Wakili, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
How is the ARC?
The ARC is raring to go. The ARC is ready, and everybody will walk.
Okay.
2 in 2, the Russians of all Kenyans will be walking into the ARC. It is the vessel that is meant to save the country from the raging economic turbulence that Kenya Kwanza has caused on us. Safina is about economic liberation. And the time for the Kenyan people to pursue a life of dignity, to give power to the people, and to liberate the pocket from legacy politicians. Safina is coming.
Well, if elections are supposed to take place in 2027, then we are talking of under 2 years for us to have this big battle that we are going to witness this particular time. And of course, we are here focusing on what is actually taking place in the country with regards to shaping the 2027 presidential race, of course, or if at all we are to avoid the 2026, of course, stuff that you were talking about here. But then the former Deputy President, Rigathi Gachagua, is back in the country. We've also seen a number of leaders in the country put their name forward, and people are actually talking. Rigathi Gachagua says here that he is actually the best candidate now to succeed President William Ruto. And of course, you and Honorable Jimmy Wanjigi on the other side are also saying that you are the best. And then, of course, a number of players are here. First of all, I want you to make us understand this. What then does it actually take for us in 2027 to have a total regime change, if that is supposed to be?
The regime change will happen. That one is already decided.
Yes.
What is happening now is people discussing what next. William Ruto is done. The Kenyan people are done with him.
How true is this statement? Because
he is done. Where will he get votes from? You don't live in this country. You don't interact with the people of Kenya. It is done.
Okay.
So what we are discussing is what next. And where you get it wrong, you discuss what next based on personalities. Rigathi Gachagua, Kalonzo, Jimmy, no. As a Safina Party, we are very clear. It's not about personalities. It's about the issue. It's about the economy. So what is it that made people leave William Ruto? It was the economy. He had mismanaged this economy. Kenyans are poorer today than they were yesterday.
Okay.
So in looking for what next, it should be a discussion on what is the economic blueprint that everybody is proposing. And is it workable? Is it tangible? Then from that you say, this is the team that we want to vote in to implement this blueprint based on tangible promises and policies that we can believe in. But if you start saying that he's done, then we give Gachagua, we give Kalonzo. So what about them? Yeah, what is so special about them? What do they represent? How do they present themselves as an answer to the problem that we are facing? Why we are done with William Ruto? So that is the wrong conversation to have. The right conversation to have is, what does this campaign represent? What is their proposed solution? Let's debate it. Is it tangible? Is it making sense to us? Is it believable? Because also legacy politicians have shown Kenya's current development. Many a times they've told you what they're going to do, and when they get to office, they don't do it. That is why it is important we discuss the tangibility of your economic blueprint and test it. And Safina Party, we are very clear.
But of course,
our economic promise is tangible, and it is one that gives power in the hands of the people. When we say we are going to reduce tax,
okay,
and we identify which tax band we are going to reduce, VAT, we are going to reduce VAT on fuel. It is the people who pays VAT on fuel, not the government. So it is in the hands of the Kenyan to say, at my level, you promise to reduce VAT on fuel. This was the commitment. I'm paying fuel less 16% VAT.
Okay. So we're talking about economic blueprints, and of course, all those ones will be contained in the manifestos of these different presidential hopefuls by then. And therefore, the fact that we will be talking and discussing issues that are affecting and the people here and are very pertinent to our governance structure, then we cannot also discuss that in isolation. All of the individuals should be driving these ideas, because ideally these things are driven and are created by people.
As it is now, if you are doing that conversation, you could have told me what is Rigathi Gachagua's economic blueprint. You have not told me. Do you know it?
Not yet. He's not.
Do you know it?
Rigathi Gachagua was just.
But then it's then premature of you to discuss him as a replacement. What is Kalonzo Musyoka's blueprint on the economy? Do you know it? He's not shared it. We don't know it yet. What is Matiangi's? We don't know it. As a Safina with Jimmy Wanjigi, we are very clear. It's about economic liberation.
Okay.
And we are very clear on the supply side economics we are going to pursue. And we are saying one of them is reduce taxes. And I've given you an example. Reduce VAT on fuel. And I've told you how it can be implemented. It is the people who pays VAT. Remove VAT off your pump price. When you are buying fuel, pay less that amount. Since you are the one with the power in your hands. So, power in your hands. We are saying we are going to elect OCPDs here to guarantee security to the people of Kenya. Part of police reforms, no, we are going to form task forces. We've had so many task forces on police reforms. We are going to do that. We are simply going to say, change the entire command structure of our police here. And the target OCPDs should be elected by the people. So that they're answerable to the people in that division and they're in charge of their security. That is how you end abductions, extrajudicial killings. There is no elected OCPD who is going to allow balaclavas and Subarus to operate in their jurisdiction and to kill their civilians and abduct them. No. It is power in the hands of the people. We are saying local committees, oversight committees, every police station that has the power to walk in there and oversight if the police station is doing work according to the law. If not, sanctions. Have the others told you that? But you're busy, you want us to discuss if Kalonzo can make a better president, Rigathi. Based on what?
Okay.
Otherwise,
why? Well, by the way, are you underestimating this?
I'm not underestimating. I'm
so you
simply
call
saying
legacy politicians.
They are legacy politicians. That's what they know.
Okay.
People who have lived their entire lives have never bought fuel.
Don't you then see them as formidable candidates in this coming election?
That is what was rejected by the young people on 25th of June. Yeah, they're not.
Because already you've declared President William Ruto gone. You were talking of these others as, of course, up to now they lack whatever it is that, of course, an ideal agenda that they would put to the people here. So are you then talking of the next general election being some sort of a one-man race?
I've told you, Okinyi, they have not yet told us what is the economic promise. If they have told you, you can tell me. So I also learn. So we are debating. If they have told you what the economic promise is, just tell me. I respond to it, or I say they actually have the solution, let them take the position. I have no problem with that. Because what we're looking for is the best interest of the Kenyan people. So what is the economic promise? Because the one term, we all agree. Even me, I say one term. And many Kenyans are saying one term. That one we all agreed. But future, where are we going? I'm just saying, I'm inviting them that for us to be clear where we are going, bring your economic blueprint. And don't tell me to go and read a manifesto document. I'm able to articulate for you some of our key issues here. We've said we are supply side economists. And we are going to reduce taxes. It's going to be private sector driven. We are going to reduce government bureaucracy. Reduce the red tape. Stop borrowing from the domestic market. What does that to you is this? Government not borrowing the domestic market, what it does is this. It means automatically Kenyans have access to capital. Interest rates will fall down from the current 18-20% to 3%, 4% max. With access to capital like that you can go to a bank and borrow 1 million, and in a year, you are paying interest rate of only 30,000. What can't you do? Kenyans will be here borrowing the money that is in the banks. In fact, it's their money that is deposited in the banks. They'll be borrowing it and applying it to commercial ventures. So when you talk about job creation, right there's the answer from Safina Party. Let the others also say theirs.
Okay. Let's have the
Then
conversation
we
here.
say this idea is the best idea for president. But if you start by saying Jimmy is the best person for president without looking at Jimmy's ideas, then you are conning Kenyans. The same way if you say Gachagua is the best president without telling his ideas, you are conning us, just like Ruto conned them. That's the legacy politics that we are saying we don't want.
No, Ruto actually gave out his...
Yes, but it was connish. He conned them. That's what I'm saying, conmanship. So I've told you we will not borrow from the domestic market.
So the last time
that is in your hands. I've told you we reduce VAT on fuel. And I've told you it's the people who pay that VAT on fuel. It's in your hands. It was not, I'm not coming to tell you like William Ruto did. Tapea Mamboga 10 billion, Tapea Boda Boda 20 billion. That's what he did. That was conmanship. Power was in his hands. He was the one controlling the levers. As we are saying, no, we will not give you. It is you who will give us when you are paying tax. Pay, deduct. And we know once we reduce VAT on fuel, what it means is this. There will be increased consumption of fuel. There will be more production. The economy will be able to start getting stimulated. And that's what we want to achieve. We want to make sure that we see Kenyans are very rich. They are full pockets. The Kenyan is king. And the best liberation that our people can have is the economic liberation.
Okay.
We've gotten our political liberation. Now we are fighting for economic liberation.
I get you. I know you not normally like us discussing or rather going the legacy way, but then still, look at this. Don't you then think that the entry of Gachagua in this presidential race actually brings in some sort of a different kind of wave with it? How would his entry here, because initially we thought that he would not actually run. In as much as right now you are talking of a situation whereby he's not brought in his manifesto yet. At that time I was also listening to Maraga and they were saying that his economic team is working on one so that at the end of the day they present to the people. So far so good. It's your team that is ready with one. But then what would you gauge of the entry?
You know by the time you say,
I'm
running for president, you should know what the problem is. And you should be able to answer the question of your proposed solution of the problem. Manifesto is not a detailed document. But you should have the policy level response that I'm giving you, for example. If someone cannot give it to you now, then I'm sorry. That is still legacy politics. It's conmanship. So you're running because of who? Because you are who? You're running because it is you. Entitlement, right? For me, I can't discuss someone who is running because of an entitlement. I can discuss a candidate based on his promise. His identification of the problem and his proposed solution. Then we can say this is a formidable campaign we have here. But if it's just personality, just because I'm Willis Otieno, I'm running. So you vote for me because I'm Willis Otieno, I'm sorry. That is conmanship.
I the people who didn't even know what President William Ruto stood for back then and they voted him in.
Is what I am telling you. That is the legacy politics that has led us to where we are. And I don't participate in legacy politics.
So are we done with such kind of characters?
I believe and I have strong faith in the people of Kenya. The people of Kenya are now looking for a leader who responds to their needs. They've rejected legacy politicians and the legacy politics, where people have voted for because of who he is. So what? And because your relative or your neighbor is a CS, now you should be happy. And yet your kid is dying because Chief Shah is not working. Yet your kid, who has done everything according to the book and gone to university, gotten all the papers, cannot get a job. So you should be happy because your neighbor is a CS. Why don't you eat in his house? That's legacy politics. Legacy politics does not empower the people. And legacy politics is based on mtu wetu. This is our man, our tribesman. So vote for him because he's our tribesman. Then we become great in our egos. But your problems are there, right there. As Safina we are saying, interact with us based on our promise. our understanding of the problem of the country, which we've analyzed to be the economy. But then we may even be wrong in the eyes of some people. They may think the economy is not a problem. Then you don't have to vote for us.
Okay.
Maybe you think the problem does not exist. These things the legacy politicians are serving us is the best. Vote for them. They're there. But we only want those who understand what the problem is, because this is a national project to liberate the people economically, which we believe is a problem today. If we cannot do it, then forget it. Forget it. So we are just trying to create a forum of like-minded Kenyans who believe that our problem is the economy. Then Safina is just a vessel that all of us get into and pursue that economic liberation. The champion of our economic liberation. But nothing stops those who want to do legacy politics that no, the problem is Mutuwetu is not in office. To continue with that. But where I sit, that's myopic. I don't care about who is a minister, who is a CS, who is a president. I care about the welfare of everybody. Are they living a life of dignity? Should we still be having the nonsense we are witnessing from Shifsha? That Kenyans are dying because they cannot, out of preventable diseases, because of a healthcare system that is designed to loot. That people are registering hospitals in 1 year, and those hospitals are receiving more money from Shifsha than the county referral hospitals that have been there since the 1960s, that are attending to the majority of the people in that county.
Okay.
A funny clinic that is set up in a room, miniature room, without even a basic sink, is being paid 5 million. And the county hospital is receiving 1 million. That's the thing that Safina Party wants to do away with.
So as of course a deputy presidential hopeful, are you not worried by the entry of Rigathi Gachagua into this ring?
I'm not worried about anybody's running. It's their right to run. We're not.
Okay.
It is right to run. Why should you be worried about somebody enjoying their fundamental rights in the Constitution? I'm not.
Okay.
The person is competing with is William Ruto, the one who practices legacy politics. As we are not competing with personalities, we are competing with issues. And to us, the issue is the economy. I just wish people come to this debate on the economy and the best idea to win. If somebody has a superior idea to ours, what's the problem? See, everybody will benefit.
Okay.
So politics is not a blood sport. That you are saying you must decapitate your competition. It becomes a blood sport when it's legacy politics. Because to them, it's about vanquishing your enemy. You see the other competitor as an enemy. There is no enmity here. As we want politics of ideas, what is your idea? Is it superior to mine? Then the best idea wins, the whole country benefits.
You've talked about Mtuwetu kind of politics and of course the tribal affiliations that are associated with such kind of narratives. How much do you think that will impact the 2027 general elections? Held then?
I'm a man of faith. And when I saw our young people coming out in their numbers, talking about issues, the economy, I didn't see them mobilizing based on tribe. I have faith in that group. That for once, we are going to discuss our politics on issues, not on tribe. Legacy politicians will want to try to take us back to tribal formations. And Gachagua may be doing it for William Ruto unwittingly, without knowing it. When he stands up to shout Mulima, he's perpetuating legacy politics without even knowing it. And whose benefit is William Ruto? Because if he practices legacy politics, he's the beneficiary. That is his stock in trade.
Sadly enough, the Mulima people are listening to him.
You know, I have told you, I don't know what parameters you're using to analyze that Mulima people are listening to him. As we are addressing Kenyans, and Kenyans are listening to us, and I believe some of those Kenyans come from the Mulima. And what they're telling us, we want an issue-based politics, and the economy is the issue. For now, number one is the economy. Before we even go into the question of security, accountability, and justice for the victims of the demonstrations. They're listening to us also. And they're coming into Safina in droves. Safina Party.
There are those people who say that you cannot actually sell this particular idea, especially on the economy and, of course, your pet project being the debt or just debt that we talked about here, actually sell it all the way to the house on the hill. What do you have to say about that?
Didn't people raid parliament based on the economy?
People did.
Wasn't State House barricaded like a prison because of the economy? Who sold it? Yeah, who sold it? If it was such a miniature issue, why was parliament raided? Why was State House being barricaded? Even today, Gen Z just threatens to go to State House. You're going to see the kind of barbed wires you've never seen in this city. If it was a miniature issue, why are they responding that way? Have you seen State House being barricaded because of Mudavadi politics? Have you ever seen?
Not really.
Why? That's not a threat to them. But when we discuss issues like the young people have challenged the country to discuss issues, you see the kind of barricades. So that's the point. That's where we are. But those who want to pursue legacy politics, they are there. Continue.
So you talk about the economy. President William Ruto also insists that he's tackling the economy, of course. That's what he's saying. Then what then makes the difference between you and him?
Because now we have called him to the discussion that we want, and he's come to our arena. He's even running his economic empowerment program. Good. Good way to start. It's now the economy, not Mudavadi politics. That's what we want. Now we are analyzing his economic empowerment program. So how does it work? You bought 300 border borders in Nairobi. So all Nairobians will turn to become border riders. And that will improve the economy. Right? We are saying that's bullshit. You bought hairdressers, G500, and given them. So every lady should become a hairdresser. Bullshit. As now we are elevating. That is very micro, cannot work. There is zero impact on the quality of life of the people of Kenya. So we are saying compare his empowerment program with our promise, where we are saying we are not going to borrow from the domestic market.
Okay.
The total savings of Kenyans is 8 trillion, right? That is from bank deposits, insurance, pension funds, 8 trillion. Of that whole 8 trillion, the government is holding 6 trillion in domestic debt. You get me? The rest, the market is left with 2 trillion, of which almost 800 billion is non-performing loan, 700, 800 billion, non-performing loan, bad loans. As we are saying, we are going to get out domestic borrowing. That 6 trillion they are holding, release it to the people. Kenyans now have access to capital that is valued at 6 trillion. What can't you do? Interest rate will fall down immediately. Today, the banks prefer to lend to government, and they're lending at 14%. The individual goes, you're told 18%, 20%. Because they prefer to lend to government. As we are saying, no. Banks, go and look for customers out there. That is the people's money. Go and lend to them. Interest rate will fall because they'll be competing on interest. Some will say it's 3%, some will say 2%, another will come up with 3%, 4%. They'll customize packages for specific sectors. Kenyans will be able to access this money in loans. So the hairdresser does not need to go to State House to get one machine for hand washing, head washing. And there are 5,000 in that locality. They are given one head washing machine. And you think you address their problem. No. With access to capital, each of them can individually identify a niche. Go on to the bank and borrow. If the interest rate is 3%, you will borrow 1 million and you're paying 30,000 shillings interest rate per year. What can she do? The fish farmer is able to go to access capital. You go to Kindu Bay, there's KCB. The interest rate now will have gone down 3%. That Kindu resident can go to KCB, take a loan of 10 million, interest rate of 3%, put up fish cages. Another local businessman will go there and take a loan of 10 million, put up a refrigeration facility. Another one will take 50 million, put up a fish processing plant to harvest and process the fish. Another one will go and take a loan, 3% interest rate, to put up students' hostels accommodation. Another one will say, these young people now have a lot of money, I want to put up modern apartments. I'm going to take a loan of 50 million. I'm putting up modern apartments. Interest rate is 3%. You see how the economy will grow? everybody will feel it. Because everybody many people having access to this capital and coming up with production activities is going to spur growth. That is what we are talking about. And him is said, I'm going to give hairdressers and head washing machines, car washing machines. That is his response, which is okay. So I'm asking Kenyans, compare that with ours. And we implement the best. Okay? So I'm waiting for Manyora also to come to that conversation. Let Kalonzo also come to that conversation. Let Matiangi, let Maraga. We all put up our ideas. Safina, we've put ours. William Ruto has put his. Let the others do the same. That we choose the best idea. The country benefits.
And of course, we're forgetting about Omtata.
Even Omtata. All of them. Even some who we don't know, we are right to run. Then we discuss the best idea.
So you're saying let the best idea win, not the best individual.
Not the individual, the best idea, because everybody must benefit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is it here on the Candid Talk with Willis Otieno. Weigh in and tell us what you actually think. Of course, we're asking the question here, do you think that the entry of Rigathi Gachagua into the political race here actually will shift or rather have an impact in the presidential race of 2027? Allow me to stop for now. Till we have this conversation again, have yourself a lovely day. My name is Evans Okinyi, and thank you for watching.